Well, we have reached that midpoint of every ladybug season, in which we just let the think pieces run wild since we're not about to have any episodes for a minute.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
At least this time, I don't have to make another video on the producers stalling the Adrian and Marinette relationship, or another Adrian accumulation video, or how dumb Gabriel is this time. Also, just a disclaimer for the video, I understand that Lila has been this shadowy figure and has been making appearances in the show, but for this video, I'm talking about making her presence more known. Like step out of the shadows, like a physical appearance, instead of the female version of the miraculous episode Oblivio. It's not every day a show actually develops its side characters. You are talking to someone that grew up on side character development like Sakura from Naruto. But Ladybug is doing the opposite in season 6, and this goes into my first reason for keeping Lila as side option B, or story option B, and why Lila won't be making her presence known this season. And that is each side character is getting their own episodes this season. Also, there seems to be more of an emphasization of the side characters this season. For example, let's look at some of the episodes we have been given already. You have El Toro del Padre, which was about Ivan and his Wreck-It Ralph sized dad. You had The Ruler, which, to be honest, was about Nathaniel and Mark and a whole allegory about their gay relationship, except you replace it with art. You have the episode Mr. Grass, which is upcoming, which will be about Adrian confronting his relationship with his dad, even though it's not like they couldn't have done it during the season 5 finale, instead of having Adrian take a nap like he was in kindergarten. You had Sabrina and Daddy Cop, and with all this, as a Miraculous fan, I'm very excited about this whole Miraculous users getting their own episodes, because let's be honest here, they held us captive with the whole Marinette Adrian relationship or the big secret identity hero reveal, which I personally gave up on since the times they have done it in Cat Block and Infernal. The world ended like it was the year 2012 or Y2K. To further prove my point that Lila will be a backseat rider in season 6, let's look at it from a math side. I know, it's a Miraculous video. Who thought you'd have to do some thinking? Season 6 will have 25 episodes, 23 really due to the last 2 episodes being the finale. We have the first 9 episodes due to the Mr. Grass previews being out. So if we do 23 minus 9, that leaves us with 14 episodes left. There are 17 Miraculous users if we include Adrian and Marinette. Here's a picture if you need to count all the Miraculous users. People who were already given episodes were, as mentioned earlier, Ivan and El Toro, Sabrina and Daddy Cop, Adrian and World Poppers, and Mr. Grass. Marinette arguably an illustrator and sublimation due to being episodes about Marinette's relationship with Adrian. You had Nathaniel and Mark in the Ruler episode, and also arguably Revelator being an Alia episode, due to the main big thing happening that Alia got a memory erased by Cat Noir. So that is 7 Miraculous users given episodes. That means 10 more episodes for each of the following Miraculous users, and that's assuming we don't get another Marinette relationship episode. With all that, what could Lila make an entrance at with the given episodes, especially since you need a couple of episodes to hype her up, and not just one episode? That's also assuming new characters aren't getting episodes. For example, there's been speculation that the Vampire Kagami episode not being about Kagami, but a new teacher who has a vampire on her outfit. You also had the Sublimation episode, which introduced Sublime. There's also the Miss Bustier accumulation episode that was mentioned in Illustrator that we haven't gotten yet.
Ms. Mayer, you were one of the first people to get akumatized by the new holder of the Butterfly Miraculous.
I was.
The Marinette Kumanization plotline has long been a big talk among fans for this season, and for a while in other seasons, especially after Cat Noir got akumatized in Cat Blanc, and especially after Marinette and Adrian got together in season 5. And this goes into my next reason as to why Lila will stay in the shadows for season 6, which is that the Miraculous Civil War is going to be the main thing for the rest of this season and partially going into next season. Here's a couple of reasons why. First, they're spending time developing all the other characters. Like right now, we're doing a side character anime training arc in Miraculous Ladybug right now. You don't do this unless something is about to go down soon, in which all the characters need to be stronger for it. And it's not just the side characters also. There's also been certain actions taken throughout the show. For example, in Revelator, all the heroes unlock infinite transformations. Just saying, I would prefer it if the side characters unlock the transformations in each of their own episodes. Just saying. Then in Illustrator, Marinette gave Alia a Ladybug Kawatama so that she could take over in case something happened to Ladybug.
Wow, Tiki, that was, is that?
A new Quagatama!
To do some more speculation, in the recent San Diego Comic-Con, Miraculous Ladybug announced that Season 7 will start off with a two-part premiere. I believe what will happen is that this season will end with the Miraculous Civil War, aka the Marionette Kumanization, which will pretty much kick off the Season 6 finale. And it's not like it's going to be a simple thing. We're seeing the damage what a Kanawha Kumanization could do in Cat Blanc, and here's also a hot take. Kanawha might also get akumatized. Due to finding out the truth about his dad, it's not like the producers are going to let Adrian be the hero for once or develop Adrian to be the hero this season. We have too much evidence to point that out. This potentially leading to a miraculous civil war of Kanawha and Ladybug versus the other miraculous users, due to Aya having the Ladybug Kwame handed to Aya before Marinette got completely akumatized. The akumatized heroes then find the miraculous users for that Ladybug Kwame. I think then the Season 7 two-parter intro will be used as an aftermath to explain the details of what happened after Season 6 Miraculous Civil War finale, while also evolving Lila to more of a frontal position instead of her hiding in the shadows like last season, probably due to her not being happy with the results of last season and failing in the London special. And it's not like Miraculous hasn't done this before. The Paris special from last year serves as an example of this. In it, we saw the aftermath of Gabriel's death and the rise of Lila as Shadow Moth, still waiting on that mysterious being from the portal scene in the Season 5 finale. Just saying. There could be so many questions that need to be answers for the Miraculous Civil War finale. For example, does Adrian still trust Marinette, or will Adrian ever trust Marinette again? Does the city trust Ladybug after what she has done, and does the Guardian step in? Because remember, the Guardian Suhan was mad when Marinette lost her Kwames in the Season 4 finale. Just imagine what the Guardians will do after Marinette gets akumatized. Ladybug likes to repeat its mistakes. What if that would be the will they, won't they, Marinette and Adrian relationship, or not developing Adrian? This goes into my third reason of the Lila staying in the shadows in Season 6, and this could just be me talking out of my ass here, but it kind of feels like Lila has been an afterthought this season, this being reason 3. Before you leave, listen to what I have to say first. Of course, every episode we're given a strip of Lila right into a book, and continuing a collection of trying to build the world's biggest library. But what else? If you remember in Illustrator, which was the third episode of the show chronologically, Alia led this investigation team to try to figure out who Shadow Moth was. There kinda hasn't been any mention of it or any follow-up since then. It's not like there hasn't been any humanization since then also. Heck, I would argue Gabriel's death in recent episodes got more attention. We had the ending of El Toro, where Natalie meets with the miraculous Ladybug Illuminati, Marinette also having a dreams in Mr. Grass. You also had the whole episode of Where Papas. It kind of feels like Miraculous is planning to do what Miraculous tends to do with Lila, but now in Season 6, hype her up, forget about her for a season, and then remember she exists. Like they did this in Season 3 to Season 5. The writers for Miraculous have said it themselves, that Lila is a difficult character to write for, so it wouldn't be surprising if they take the slow route with Lila. The last reason, and this is kind of a minor reason, but the show wants to milk Lila being Shadow Moth as long as possible. Gabriel was Shadow Moth for 5 seasons, so they might want to stick with Lila for a long time. If you remember, Gabriel didn't really make his physical presence known for the first time until the Season 2 finale. If he didn't say his name in the origin episodes of the Season 1 finale, I'm pretty sure Marinette would not know who was doing the humanizations. Next season, Lila will make her full presence known with a new Shadow Moth uniform and a new sidekick, older Chris, due to apparently sipping after Lila in Time Tagger. It's also not like they have a new Shadow Moth candidate ready. Who? Chloe? I could get eggs from the store by the time she loses the butterfly Kwame. So yeah, it looks like Lila's taking the back seat as she's used to doing the show. As common as Chloe causing the colonization in the show. But that's the video. Videos posted every Friday, bi-weekly. If you want to hear me talk more about other possible Ladybug theories and future events, click on any of these videos right here. Otherwise, bye.